This is the Yankees Postcast, your instant game reaction for the New York Yankees. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, for a second consecutive day, the weather miserable in the Bronx. Of course, they only finished 6 innings on Friday night. They went the full 9 today, and the Yankees emerged victorious. Final score 8-4. First major league win for Will Warren. We'll discuss the pitching staff. Ben Rice hit another home run, his 4th of the season. And now New York and San Francisco will play the rubber game of 3 on Sunday afternoon. Again, 8-4, the final score. Hello, everyone. I'm Jay Berman. If you're a New Yorker, you might recognize my work. If not, welcome aboard. I've spent more than 2 decades in the biz, everything from TV to web to radio. Glad to have you. Please join me on X at Jay Berman, Jayberman. Welcome to the Locked On Yankees Postcast, both on the Locked On Yankees YouTube channel and the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. The Postcast gives you a place to chat after every game. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. As we said, 8-4 the final score. The Yanks bounce back. They're now 8-6 overall and 5-3 at home. We'll start with the pitching. Big picture, and obviously today. We'll start with today. Will Warren, as we said, gets his first major league win. It was a long time coming. Warren now 1-0, 5 innings, 2 earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks, did allow a home run, but again, through 91 pitches, lowers his ERA nearly a run. We'll get to the rest of the ERA situation coming up. The bullpen handled it specifically at the end. We'll get to Devin Williams, but Cruz, Weaver, Leiter Jr., nobody allowed an earned run. As for Williams, he got the final 3 outs after putting the first 2 runners on in the 9th inning. Curious decision. Well, he certainly needed work. Hasn't pitched much. But again, it's the dreaded no-save situation for your closer. It was a 4-run lead. So again, not a save situation. Puts the first 2 on. You figure it was going to be a long afternoon, specifically in that 9th inning. But he gets the next 3. Strikes out 2. Gets a ground ball to end it. So again, excellent work there. It works out for Devin Williams and the Yankees. Williams throws 19 pitches, so not sure what that means for tomorrow. And again, no days off anytime soon for the Yankees. Ben Rice hit another home run, had 2 hits on the day. Rice now hitting .310 and slugging .690. 2 more hits for Aaron Judge. Judge now hitting .358. Cody Bellinger had 2 hits. So the top of the order was 6 for 11. And they drove in 2 runs. Now, Paul Goldschmidt also drove in 2 runs, had a hit. As for several players in the lineup that we've highlighted the last couple of days, specifically Jazz, who is now carrying an 0 for 21 into Sunday. Jazz was 0 for 3 today, did walk and score a run. But again, he's now hitting .164, and he's stepped into an 0 for 21 streak. The numbers are even worse for Jazz. On base, .246, slugging .418. Just miserable numbers for Wells. Meanwhile, Jazz. Meanwhile, for Jason Dominguez, he snapped an 0 for 15 with a 2-run single in that 5-run 5th inning. Dominguez would actually finish with 2 hits on the day to raise his average to .233. As we said, Jazz was an 0 for 18 coming into today. Dominguez was an 0 for 15 coming into today. And obviously the youngster, Jason Dominguez, gets the job done with a pair of hits. So now Dominguez is off the schneid. Problem is we got to work on Jazz. As we said, 0 for 21. He is the only Yankee regular not above 200 for the season. In fact, he's comfortably below at 164. All right, Yankees plated 5 in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they did so, stringing 4 hits together off of Jordan Hicks, who struggled. 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned, 3 walks through 94 pitches. He, too, has a rather inflated ERA. As for the Giants, Wilmer Flores, old friend, He hits another home run today. He ties Aaron Judge and several others for most home runs in the big leagues to this point. He's now got 6. He's also driven in 4 more runs, so he's got 19 RBIs. Remember, folks, this is Wilmer Flores. He's got basically the same numbers as Aaron Judge. Now the average isn't there. Judge is hitting .358 with 6 homers and 20 RBIs. As for Wilmer, he's hitting .275, 6 homers, and now 19 RBIs. Believe it or not, he came up later in the game with the bases loaded. That would have given him the major league lead in both home runs and RBIs with one swing. It didn't happen, but again, Wilmer Flores having himself a heck of a start to the season. All right, as for the Yankees, we told you about the 6 hits among the top 3. So that portion of the lineup getting it done. Anthony Volpe also takes an 0 for today and struck out twice. He did drive in a run, but Volpe has his average now all the way down to .240. All right, we need to get to the Yankees starting rotation, which coming into today, the worst in baseball of any of the 30 teams. Their starters, their ERA coming into today, 5.46. Again, the worst in baseball. That's including Max Fried, whose ERA through 3 starts is 1.56. So it tells you all you need to know about the other starters. Here we go. Rodon, 5.19. Marcus Stroman, 11.57. We'll get to him coming up. Carlos Carrasco, who's likely going to see at least one more start, 7.71. Now, Will Warren started today. His ERA was 6. He shaved off nearly an entire run on that ERA thanks to his 5-inning, 2-run performance. His ERA now down to 5.14. So as we said, the starters, an MLB worst 5.46 ERA coming in. That will obviously lower. But again, the ERA is still north of 5 for the starters. And again, that includes Max Fried. As for Marcus Stroman, coming into today, we found out that he's got a bad knee. Who knows if it's legitimate because he lasted just 2/3 of an inning last night, perhaps to bruise ego more than anything. Regardless, we won't see Stroman for a while. 15-day IL again with left knee inflammation. So to replace Stroman, the Yankees did not bring up a starter because they're getting Clark Schmidt back. We'll get to that coming up. So they instead recalled a right-handed reliever, Alan Winans, who, if you recall, we saw some of in the spring. So again, Winans up, Stroman down. Clark Schmidt, who threw his rehab and it went well several days ago in Somerset, well, his debut again will come Tuesday or Wednesday against Kansas City. Remember, one more with San Francisco on Sunday, then 3 with Kansas City Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all-night games. And again, Schmidt will come back to the rotation and start either Tuesday or Wednesday. More good news for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaizaga threw a bullpen. DJ LeMahieu heading to Tampa tomorrow to begin his on-field work, if you will, and all goes well, you will see him in a rehab performance or experience, if you will, coming up in the future days. All right, 8-4 the final score. We'll do the schedule and the pitching matchups coming up next right here on the Yankees Postcast. Scaling your business requires the right expertise at the right time. With Upwork, you can find specialized freelancers in marketing, development, design, and more, experts ready to help you take your business to the next level. Upwork gives businesses flexibility by connecting them with top freelance talent across multiple industries, including IT, AI, web development, and marketing. Whether you need extra hands for a project or a long-term partner, Upwork makes hiring simple and affordable. Finding the right talent. Well, if you need help with marketing campaigns, Upwork can connect you with a freelance expert who delivered incredible results. Posting a job is free and simple, and within a day with multiple qualified candidates to choose from. Also, instead of hiring full-time, Upwork helps find affordable, top-tier freelancers to scale my business efficiently. Visit Upwork.com right now. Post your job for free. That's Upwork.com, Upwork.com to connect with top talent and grow your business today. I also want to tell you about Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades. That's Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Well, Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, well, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals already taking advantage, so now it's your turn. Join the Trademaster program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. All right, we're back. Final segment of the show. The rain and the Giants finally subside on Saturday. Yes, it was raining in the beginning of the game, but believe it or not, it tailed off late. Still freezing temperatures. Wind chills in the 30s. First pitch, it was 40. Again, we discussed this the last couple of nights. The weather has just been brutal for the Yankees. Hopefully, it gets better moving forward. All right, we'll tell you about the upcoming schedule, and here we go. One more with San Francisco. Take note, that's a 1:35 start time. Again, weather permitting. Not sure about the weather tomorrow in the Bronx. Excellent pitching matchup. Carlos Rodon for the Yankees. Logan Webb, the staff ace for San Francisco. Again, difficult task for the Yankees bats. Meanwhile, on Monday, in comes Kansas City. Royals, to no one's surprise, one of the better teams in the American League. 3 games with Kansas City. That is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And right now, we are not sure who is going to pitch and in what order. Right now, Monday's supposed to be Carrasco. Tuesday's supposed to be Fried, which would mean on Wednesday, Clark Schmidt. Right now, the Yankees have not announced a starter for Wednesday. So again, Carrasco, Fried, we presume Schmidt on Wednesday. Before we take off from that, we'll have 3 games in Tampa and 3 games in Cleveland following Kansas City. All right, 8-4 the final score as the Yankees win it. They're now 8-6. They're 5-3 at home. And again, here's to hoping the weather gets better. Thanks for making Locked On Yankees your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Also want to mention our partners in crime, the great Stacey Gotsoulias and Brian McKeon. They handle all the stuff at Locked On Yankees. So follow, subscribe, and enjoy. As we said, the Yankees win it 8-4, the final score. By the way, that came against one of the best teams in baseball, the San Francisco Giants, now 10-4, suffered just their second road loss of the season. Again, 6 hits total from the top 3 in the Yankees order. 2 hits apiece for Rice, Judge, and Bellinger. Problem is, we got to get Jazz going now. He's 0 for his last 21. Did score a run today after earning a walk, but again, he's got a bagel in that hit column. 0 for his last 21. Jason Dominguez snapped an 0 for 15. He had 2 hits and 2 runs driven in. Again, 8-4 the final score, 1:35 start time tomorrow. We'll be with you immediately following Yanks and Tigers, the rubber game of 3. Have a great night, everyone.